Samuel Ekpa sentenced in Finland. The full story behind a 6 years prison term. Sit back and relax and let me take you through this interesting story of Samuel Ekpa. What really happened in the court and what happened also before he was even, arrested or taken to court. And what will happen again now that he's in prison and even after the prison. And what the Nigerian government is also saying about the judicial system in Finland. 6 years in a Finnish prison. That's the fate of Samuel Ekpa, a man once celebrated as a Nigerian athlete, later known as a politician in Finland, and then as one of the loudest voices, right, pushing for Biafra independence then in Nigeria. But how did a promising career now turns into 6 years prison sentence in Finland? Today, I'm going to break it down, his rise, his fall, and what this case means for Nigerians and the whole world. Samuel Ekpa was born in Ebonyi State, Nigeria in 1985. As a young man, he had talent in sport, representing Nigeria in triple jump and even winning silver medal in 2003. A knee injury now cut his dream short in athletics, and he moved straight to Finland, where life looks brighter again. He became a citizen, raised a family also there, and at the same time, he even served in one of the municipality as a councillor in the city of Lahti. Respectable man, stable man, and promising young man in Finland. But politics wasn't just the only passion that brewed inside Mr. Simon Ekpa. By the 2010s, Ekpa had embraced Biafra separatist causes. When IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2001, Ekpa quickly, sharp, became a strong voice online, broadcasting and even rallying support. Soon after that, he broke away and founded his own faction known as Autopilot. What began as online broadcast suddenly now escalated into something darker. According to Finnish prosecutors, between 2021 and 2024, Ekpa used social media to incite violence in southern East Nigeria. The court found out that he didn't even just speak, right? He allegedly helped to set up some kind of armed group, and he even supplied them with tau, and bow, and even encouraged followers to commit crime. On top of that, investigators also discovered tax fraud and even violation of Finland's Lawyers Act. He ran a law firm in Finland, presenting himself as a lawyer, but he wasn't licensed at all. Instead, it was his wife, that was qualified as a qualified attorney who handled the cases. Finnish police arrested him in late 2024. His trial ran through May and June 2025 with 12-count seasons. 3 judges reviewed the evidence. Their verdict unanimous. Guilty on all major counts: serious security-related offenses, incitement, tax fraud, and unlawful legal practice. On September 1st, 2025, that is today, right? The Panjat Hamis District Court sentenced Mr. Simon Ekpa to 6 good years in prison. He's going to remain in custody. And meanwhile, he denied all charges. The evidence that was presented in front of him was really overwhelming. The Nigerian government welcomed the judgment, calling it a vindication of their long-time claim that Ekpa was a sponsor of violence in the southeast of Nigeria. They praised Finland's judicial system for acting swiftly and said extremists everywhere should take note. Justice can catch up with you no matter where you are in the world. But not everyone agrees to that. IPOP, the indigenous people of Biafra, quickly distanced themselves, saying Ekpa was never official part of their leadership, and accusing the Nigerian government of trying to use this case to undermine Nnamdi Kanu's own trial back home in Nigeria. This divide raises tough questions. Was Ekpa simply an agitator who went too far? Or is he also a symbol of Nigerians' deeper unresolved tensions? For me, 2 lessons stand out here. First, the power and danger of social media. What you say online is not just talk. It can inspire, incite, and even lead to, that red oil everywhere. And as this case shows now, it can also lead to jail terms if you talk anyhow on top of social media. Even if you're outside Nigeria, the internet is not lawless. So you remember the new law now, the Cyber Crime Act law, the Nigerian government that they just throw in now. Please, brother, be careful. Whatever you talk, they will use it against you. Second, look at the speed of justice there in Finland. Finland wrapped this case up under a year. Compare that with Nigerian one, whereby Nnamdi Kanu's case is still dragging like snail. Maybe it's going to drag for a decade now without resolution. There's a lesson here about efficiency, accountability, and respect for victims. So, who is Samuel Ekpa now? Once an athlete, once a politician, once a separate leader, and also today a prisoner, 6 years behind bar in a foreign land. Is this the end of his story or just another chapter? Only time will tell, bro. But what do you think? Was justice served in Finland? Should Nigeria now push for its extradition? Or does this case expose the failure of our own system to address deep political grievances? Drop your thought in the comments and let's talk. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested before Samuel Ekpa long time ago. But look at it, Samuel Ekpa that was arrested just after Nnamdi Kanu. That one has been arranged, sentenced, and everybody will move on now, except if he's going to appeal. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu's own is still dragging like snail back in Nigeria. They've put a kind of politics, tribalism, or what have you into his case. They did not find any evidence against that man, but still they were dragging it here and there. And don't you think Nnamdi Kanu would have preferred if this happened in foreign land? So that they will just, decide everything sharp, and then everybody will go on their own way. Even Nigerian government spending years on Nnamdi cases. That's taxpayers' money they're wasting on this court of a thing. And will he gonna get justice? When I mean justice, I mean fair justice. Time will tell. Please, kindly subscribe to African Black Gold TV, and at the same time, turn on your notification bell so that we'll update you anytime we come online. Till I see you in the next video, please subscribe.